Hi there! Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. Welcome back to Gategully. Gategully is a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play from Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. Please join us on a journey of watching dwarves do stupid, stupid things. Dwarves and I get along very well because we're both really dumb and do stupid things that get ourselves, well, get them killed. I personally am at no risk. Let's be frank here. I'm going to use the fact that I am now nicely using this, recording my whole screen. Let's set up stone sense, because I haven't done that before. There we go. Obviously there's not a lot on this particular level, but okay, cool. Let's just not exactly minimize this, but let's oh, hush you. Dwarf therapist always complaining, but yeah, we can go upstairs. I thought this was supposed to follow. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I thought you were supposed to. There we go. I hit F, so now we're following. So this is upstairs. There we go. What I'm doing is I'm extending the number of Z levels you can see. So if I go up a few Z levels, you can still see the ground. So here's my my fortress with fortifications. Here's some dwarves. We'll just hit unpause. There's no particular reason to be paused. Didn't want to do that. I'm just getting the very top of the trees there. So we can look around, and yeah, we can see the bridge, and those are the train tracks, which don't seem to be displayed in any particularly interesting way. You know, stuff like that. There's a river which is frozen over because it's winter. So there you go. I can go up the Z levels with the mouse wheel, it seems. So I've got a nice hill there. So there you go. I don't really have very much that's terribly exciting outdoors, or even indoors. Oh, there are the slabs. That's my slab garden. Those bars aren't there, or they're, more accurately, they're retracted. At least I think they are. I'll just very quickly go check that. Yeah, they are retracted. So there you go. So I'm getting some, you know, I believe in theory you can do an awful lot of actually playing in just using stone sense, but I'm just having a look around. The main thing that interests me actually is, let's go to F3. No, we have to go back to Dwarf Fortress, go to F3, and then here I have to hit F, I think. Yeah, there we go. So these are the caverns. This is what I really wanted to have a look at. Yeah, look at that. Look at the caverns. Wow. So I'm getting a much better idea of what they actually look like by using stone sense. Which way do I want to go? I want to go down the way. okay, I see. That actually makes a certain amount of sense. So basically there are these structures that pretty much go up like that. And that was actually easier to see when I could... Yeah, so I've got this structure down here. Yeah, okay. See, yeah, this is actually really handy. I actually kind of more or less understand what's going on with the caverns now. Right, because when you're just seeing the cross-section, it is actually quite hard. Where else have we got? Upstairs. Yeah, okay, let's have it down here. So hit F again, and it'll take me down to these caverns. Somewhere in here there's at least one forgotten beast. I think there's a couple down here. So there's quite a lot going on down here. See, it's a fairly wide area that narrows. Then there's all this nonsense. And there we have all the lava. So a fairly extensive lake of lava going on down here. With my own little contribution. Just here. And this is the great big huge hole that I'm building a minute. Now what I want to do... Right, so there you go, that's stone sense. We'll just minimise that for now, I don't think we need that right this second. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, that is silly. Right. I'm trying to work out. Getting to the right zoom level once I've accidentally screwed it up is always entertaining. There we go. Right, now I want to find the place where... what do I want to find? Yes, I want to find the place where I discontinued my tunnel, or where I'm about to discontinue my tunnel, because I need to dig a safe way out. Because my poor little dwarf that was digging it got tired, poor thing. Oh, there we go. Right, so they're digging away. That's good. In fact, I think she's woken up and is digging a rescue tunnel, which is quite good. So I can now safely, because she's out the way. What I was worried about was when I originally was just digging the tunnel, there was still that channel designation, so there was the possibility that she would be asleep on top of that square there, and she would then, someone would dig that tunnel while she was kind of sat on top of it, which would, I suspect, have gone wrong. So, good. What's wrong with you? Why are you complaining? Are you hungry or are you injured? You got that downward arrow. Oh, you might be upset. Unhappy. I suspect you're unhappy because you don't have the right number of clothes on. Embarrassed to have no shoes. Wonderful soapy bath. Fine table, steps in good bedroom, dining room, caught in a snowstorm. Complain of lack of dining. What? There are tons of dining tables. Loads of dining tables. Oh, I'm quite annoyed with you. Press row. Yeah, no shoes. That is an ongoing problem, it must be said. Which I'm going to have to deal with at some point. Well, well, in theory, I am dealing with it. Well, I've set up. Let's look at the dining tables. Look at all the dining tables. Can I build any more tables? I can build more tables. Right, more tables. Come on. Lack of dining. Oh, dining chairs though. How many chairs do I want? Right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. JMQ, rock chair, rock throne. I think I decided on 13, so 13 it is. Right, anyway. Complaining about lack of dining tables, I'm quite annoyed by that. I wonder if there isn't a another issue going on here. As in, what's actually happening is she's dining elsewhere, and that's why she's not finding any she's got socks, so she should be able to go get some socks. Anyway, so she's dining elsewhere, and for whatever reason, she's not actually going to the dining room to do her dining. Oh, I've got that going on, don't I? Trying to remember who's digging what. Oh hell, I'll just go find them. The old-fashioned way, by hitting down until I come across the thing. There we go. So they're digging away. There are shoes waiting for you. I'm just hoping that I'm in fact creating shoes fast enough to you know, deal at least somewhat with demand, because otherwise it could get very unpleasant. Although I said, oh, I don't want a tantrum spiral, but part of me says, well, it would get rid of some of the surface population. I think part of the reason why I have so many children, in fact, as such a high proportion of children, is in fact down to the tantrum spiral that I had not that long ago. Well, no, it's ages ago now. Bloody hell. I had a were-lizard. Yeah, God, this takes me back. There was a were-lizard who killed like 2 people or something. Didn't kill very many, but then that just created this massive tantrum spiral. What I could do, possibly, I've got a fair amount of silver bars. Oh, well, I've got 8. Okay, I thought I had more than that. I've got a silver battle axe. Good lord, that's useless. That's like a really stupid thing to make a battle axe out of. Who's got that? Why do they have it? But I could start making like statues out of interesting materials and tables and chairs out of interesting materials. In fact, making them out of, because I believe, and also I should be able to make quite nice statues now. So JMQ statue silver. Let's make eight statues out of silver. Do I have sterling silver? Yeah. I don't want sterling silver because I don't have sterling silver. I don't know how to make sterling silver. I'm not sure I care. So we'll just make silver. so you're wandering off because you're probably hungry and thirsty and stuff, so good. Yeah, so if I make some silver statues and put them in the dining room, which is where most people end up congregating, then they shouldn't just... I believe that a statue is good, but a silver statue is even better for happiness. And my makers are quite good. Well, at least I know they're good at armoring. When I was doing armor, they were making like really good masterwork greaves and that, and I don't know if that necessarily translates. I think making statues is metal smithing, which is different from various. There are various. There are various things that. There are various things that you got metal smithing, you've got armor smithing, you've got weapon smithing, and they're all not quite the same. And I actually, off the top of my head, don't know if I've got how good my metalsmiths are. It would be nice if I could guarantee like really super mega brilliant tables. So get some statues, maybe stud them with gems, because I do have a few gems lying around. Even stud them with metal. Really make a point of making some really nice statues, like really nice, and placing them places that will make them awesome. Yeah, so that's got a downward ramp because there isn't a channel dug here. So when that channel is dug, that ramp will disappear. I don't know how good this person is. Given that I'm going to assume they're a boy just because they don't have a baby. All the women seem to have babies. No, it's a lady without a baby. There you go. I make an assumption. I'm immediately wrong, which is fine. You're a dabbling miner. Okay, fine. Well, you've all got to start somewhere. You know. This is how you start. Eventually you'll become an awesome miner. I mean, that's the plan anyway. I mean, I do have a fair amount of money I want to do. Once I've finished this, actually, I'm just going to quickly JMQ a hatch rock hatch cover. I'm going to have to make 5 of those just in case. Actually, I don't know if I've got any. I may already have some. But there's going to be a hatch at the bottom of this particular thing. We went out of fruit again. Oi! You're not done. Come back here. Oh, fair enough. I'm okay with that. Stocks E statue. I do not have any statues, which is fair enough. They've not actually, it's not been managed yet, which is fine. No one's done. Oh, actually, quite a lot of the cutting's been done. Sweet, well done, you. Doop 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 doop. Let's grab one of these. Shift S. Bolts. Box bags. Well, I mean, bags is what I'm looking for. I've got some store, which is nice. I'd like more. Buckets are fine. Drinks. Milling. Well, that's fine, really. Flasks, alright. Fat, fine. Liquid, fine. Mechanisms, fine. Quivers, fine. Now, yeah, pig iron. How are we doing for pig iron? Pig iron's on the way up. That's good. Coal, swoof. I think that's what when coal is getting used, it gets used up faster than I produce it, which I've begun to notice. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah. Now, where did I put that exploratory mining? Was it down here? Or was it up here? No, it must be a ways down. There we go. Let's have a look, see how we're getting on here. Not a lot on this level, I have to say. What have we basically got? We've got slate and diorite. It's kind of dull. But this individual is zooming ahead at high speed. They're flashing, so I think that must be one of my legendaries. Yeah, you can't cut the green zircons because I rather suspect someone's wandering about with them. It's got the bin and is wandering about with the gem bin, just to be irritating. I'm just going to very quickly designate. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. That will get sorted. Yeah, someone's got the gem bin, I reckon, which is what the problem is there. So you can tell the difference between. I mean, I don't actually know whether or not these guys each started at the same point, but yeah, I'm sure it's not a coincidence that my legendary is like zooming ahead of these two. But you know, Grand Master Miner's not bad. Is this a Master Miner? Master Miner. So these, yeah, not bad. Part of the purpose of having, in fact, these individuals are all grey, which means they are miners, whereas this person is not yet a miner. That person is currently a cook, or at least that was their last job before I ran a dwarf therapist optimization. So, yeah. This used to be a wax worker, but you know, I don't really do any wax working. I do zero wax working. I haven't even looked into how you might make wax working. You can. I mean, you build apiaries or something, and then you get bees. But you know, there, I think sometimes there's a tendency to want to make absolutely every industry just to demonstrate that you can. I think in a way, but it really isn't all that necessary. There is nothing but rock on this level, at least thus far. It's going to be kind of interesting when this is all dug out. We'll be able to see all the stuff, but I'm surprised I haven't encountered any gems yet. Anyway, F2. I'm going to do the slabbing that I said that I was going to do. Off camera, but I'm going to do it now because I've actually put it. There's a request on one of the on the Bay 12 forums for Dwarf Fortress. There was a request put out for ideas for DF hack plugins, and I actually have suggested, could we enable search? This looks like our guy. Okay, so I've made the engraving job for that. individual. Oh, and I have changed the way nicknames are done, which is actually not. That's going to be slightly irritating. See, before Sigun Dr. Silbergel. Sigun Dr. Silbergel would just be Dr. Silbergel, and that's what I've written down. And I'm looking for Dr. Turboltinoth. And yeah, I've made my life slightly more different because I've changed one of the settings in df init.txt. I think it's that one. So I just didn't like the fact that the dwarf's first name gets completely erased. But of course, now I'm actually looking for a particular individual, having written it down the first time, the first way, and now got the second way. You know, just making my life difficult. There we go. Got you. And the problem is, I mean, this is where you really do want to have a search here because the odds on there's as good a chance that my cursor is above or below. Oh, here we go. The person I'm looking for. So I don't know which direction I need to go in to find the particular dwarf. I mean, and okay, obviously I've made my life a little bit difficult by getting so many dwarves killed. You know, if I managed to not get so many killed, then obviously I wouldn't have quite so many things to deal with. But it's really weird that I've got cave swallow people in my list of people to memorialize. Uzol, not a different Uzol. I've killed more than one Uzol. That's kind of depressing. That is the correct Uzol. Who am I looking for? I'm looking for Datan, I think. My handwriting, it could be Datar. My handwriting is a bit awful. Data, Datan Tethkol. I just don't know how you pronounce that particular accent, you know. Squaddy, somebody rather says Squaddy Esdorazmed. So we're looking for squaddies. Not that one. Man, I remember my squaddy group. That was one of my first militaries who just got themselves completely mangled by, I can't remember what. The first thing they came up against, I suspect. That looks like Esther Asmed. Alright, excellent. And now I'm looking for Doran Robinish. Robernish. That was very convenient. Litast now. Litast, show me Litast. Litast Massoslogem. Oh, this individual has actually more than one name. How interesting. Zan. Right there, that was convenient. And the last one is Dastot Zaciturnstis. Dastot. Zacitumstits. Tis. tongue stiz. Anyway, that's that. Leave that. That was thrilling. I know you enjoyed watching that. Nope, I want to go Shift F1. There we go. Ooh, are we? No, we're not done. I got excited for a second there. Yeah. I thought it'd be clever and just make that into a stairway. And then someone immediately then carved out that. So whoever carves that last channel is in for a bit of a tumble. Right, so I want to go JQ channel. Okay, no one's got that. Right, so hopefully that's just it just means that someone's going to get it eventually. I mean, I do have a metric ton of dig jobs going on here, so I would hope this in fact means that you know, I've got all these. That was ugly. You know, I've got all my dwarves digging away. So my mine is digging away. So the hope is I get some good miners out of it. And obviously, I got my +5 legendary. I'd really love to be able to to tell my +5 legendary to only do the ones I want them to do. But oh, I don't have charcoal. It's upsetting. I'm fairly sure when I did my dwarf therapist optimization, I did my best to make sure that I had a good chunk of wood burners. Did I not make my own? I made a grid view, but I can't remember how I did that. Grid views. Let's make a new grid view, and we'll call that Metal Industry. Add new set. Metal Industry. Put in happiness. What the hell? But roll. And I want wood burners, and they live here. And I want furnace operators. There you go. And I want metalsmiths. Oh, metalsmiths and metal crafters. I'm not sure what the difference is between those two. Metal crafters. Roll. Are there blacksmiths? There are blacksmiths. No, there aren't. But armor smith I do want. And I want roll a weaponsmith. I think that's all. Drag or drop sets or columns. I'll do it like that. So I don't know what a set is actually in this context. Oh, I see. No, I think I do actually. So I can edit that and make a. There you go. Make a nice blue. Oh, that's astonishingly ugly. But I can check equipment and stuff like that, and I can see who's a wood burner. That's really odd. High Master Crutch Worker. Now you are a wood burner, but you haven't got the wood burning labour. Are you a noble or something? Possibly he's in a squad. Let's quickly search by military status and see if that makes any difference. No. Oh, I see. Right, so we don't care about them. Right, so that's not it. I'm trying to work out why this person isn't a wood burner. Maybe they're actually, well, maybe they're better at something else, as it turns out. But no, I don't see why they're not a wood burner. But I've got a fair number of wood burners, so I should be all right. You've made some weird choices, I have to say. Optimizer. Okay, so wood burners got a fair few. Furnace operators got a fair few. Metalsmiths, metal crafters, armor smiths, and weaponsmiths. So I'll also check people. Just check people's happiness in general. Yeah, I was just shoes. I need to make shoes. You know, I could look at my other one, which is clothing industry, and I've got clothes. Look at all the clothes makers, and look at all the weavers. Not very many weavers. Maybe I need more clothes making shops. I mean, that would be an interesting thing to look at. Can I get an idea of how my clothing industry is getting on? Is it like how many clothing shops should I get more clothing shops? Are all my clothing, are they working full out? Would it be good to make a new? I think actually yes. Now, given I've given my dwarves 8 million digging tasks, I'm unlikely to get anything new. So I'm just going to do what I've done before, which is make. Right, let's make another 3 clothing shops. And clothing shops apparently K. And I'll have one that just does trousers, one that just does shirts, and one that just does socks. And we'll see what happens. Because, yeah, I mean, at the moment it's causing potential problems in that, yeah, it's not good. Yeah, it is not a thing I particularly want to deal with. I really do rather desperately need to get all my my dwarves clothed, because they're just getting grumpy, and even if I do make lots of pretty statues and stuff like that, they may well get completely upset and start stabbing each other, which would be bad. So I'm just gonna, well, just have to see how they get on, I guess. Oh my god, my frame rate's 6. I don't. I mean, I really do not want to have to abandon this fortress, but it's getting ridiculous. You know, I mean, you know, everything's just taking so long. I'm still enjoying playing it, but it's just everything just takes so long to happen. So, I mean, there's a theory of starting up a whole brand new shiny fortress and giving myself a really low population cap. Something along the lines of, you know, even like 50, like a serious population cap. Because clearly my poor machine isn't all that brilliant at Dwarf Fortress. Can't, yes, I've run out of coal. I do have 3 wood burning. I have at least 3 wood burners. Because I've got those 2. But I also have this one, which actually isn't. That's interesting. Wasn't included. Fine. My bridge is now constructed, looks like. Yes. That's cool. I've got my cart there. But interestingly, not very many idler. My idlers are very high. So I would have thought there'd be a few more folks up here, you know, moving things to vehicles. But not so much. Is anyone making the channel? No. I think dig jobs must show up slightly differently because if you look here, there are no inactive dig jobs, which can only mean, to my way of thinking, that can only mean that these dig jobs aren't actually, they don't show up until they start flashing like this. That's when they are down as an actual active job. No, there's still no gems around here. Are they made yet? Being made. Oh, that looks made. And we'll make some cloth. Make this one trousers. Silk trousers and yarn trousers, and then R. Let's see, wait for those other ones to get done. Yay, Bonecraft's been completed. There's a few of these things that actually I should just, I'm going to remove that in fact. Iron bars, steel bars, zircons, they're getting on. Let's have a quick Alt W, Shift S. Also, I don't know why I'm expecting things to change. I've only just put the thing in. So I'm getting trousers. Trousers are going up. Trousers are getting done. Ah, there we go. So, cloth, shirt, silk, shirt. I don't know what we're on there. And yarn, shirt. And the last one will be socks, when that finally gets completed. So that's going to be another 3 folks. Another 3. There we go. And it's going to be socks. Sock. Silk. Sock. Yarn. Sock. There we go. So I think the fact that those very quickly became active, which tends to imply to me that I have a surfeit of people who can make those things. They've just not been making them because they've just not been making them because they haven't had the space to do that. And we're going to put in cloth, but we're not going to have thread. Forbid, 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 forbid. I don't know if I've got so much spare cloth that it'll immediately start getting chucked down here. And I'm on -14 and the stockpiles are on -7, so that's not too far away. So it's not too bad. Even if they're on -2, which is upper level, which is my upper level of everything. Why aren't they making? Do I need more wood burners as well? But I mean, the problem I was seeing on -8 here is actually that my wood furnaces aren't really being occupied that much. No, I want to go up to here. Welp. Might make some more wood burners. But I think I'm going to do that later. Yeah, I'm going to do that later. So there you go, just running around trying to make more stockpiles and doing lots of digging, and I need to finish my big, huge, long shaft down to the bottom of the world, which is going to be where I'm going to dump lots and lots of stuff. So there's going to be a long, complicated dumping mechanism for that. So looking forward to making that. Oh, come on, hurry up, there we go. And Dwarf Therapist is going to complain because it doesn't have anything to look at. Right, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit like, hit subscribe if that makes you happy. And you can also find us at www.nearlyenoughddice.com. I need to get back to making the buttons. This particular method of recording my entire screen is rather incompatible with the video editing software that I was using, which would put the big button graphics on. So I might just use YouTube big button graphic things and get back to using those so you can hit buttons and stuff like that. I'm not really sure if I should actually continue this particular fortress because it's just getting so slow. So it might be an idea to start anew, but if anyone has any opinions, please do let me know. But in the meantime, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you'll join me again next time, and until then, have yourselves a very dwarfy day.